the future simple tense. This video will talk about the future simple tense. The future simple is used to talk about things that happen in the future. For example, I will see you tomorrow. To make positive future simple sentences, we have the subject first. In this example, it's I. This is followed by the auxiliary verb will. And then we have the main verb in its base form, which in this case is see. So this gives us I will see. Note that will and the main verb do not change in the third person. So it is he will see, she will go, and it will rain, and so on. The future simple can be contracted to I'll, will, she'll, and so on. So we can say, I'll see you tomorrow, or it'll arrive next week. Hi Claire, it's Pete. Can you meet for lunch on Tuesday? You can? Great. I'll see you next week then. For negative sentences, we start with a subject, in this case he, and follow that with will again. Then we add not between will and the main verb, which in this example is tell. So we have an example like, he will not tell. Will not can be contracted into won't. So the example becomes, he won't tell. Do you think Mike can keep a secret? Of course. Don't worry. He won't tell anyone. To ask a question in the future simple, we start with will, followed by the subject. Here we are using you. Then we end with the main verb in its base form, which is come in this example. Will you come? Sometimes, when asking questions, we can use shall instead of will. This is usually in formal situations or when making suggestions. For example, there's a good film on at the cinema on Saturday. Shall we go? I'm going to get some more firewood. Will you come with me? Of course I will. The future simple has several usages, and these are as follows. 1. Spontaneous decisions. These are decisions we make at the moment of speaking. They are not pre-planned. For example, if you are sat at home and somebody rings the doorbell, you could decide straight away that you will go to open it. So you might say something like, I'll answer it. We can also use shall to ask someone what decision we should make. For example, shall I tell the police? What shall I do? Don't worry, I'll answer it. 2. Predictions without evidence. We use this when we think something will happen, even if there is no obvious reason to think so. For example, it could be quite warm, but I can still predict that the weather will get worse later. In this case, I could say something like, it'll snow tomorrow. What a beautiful day it is today. Enjoy it while it lasts. It'll rain tomorrow. 3. Promises or threats. Examples of this usage are I won't do it again, as a promise, or you'll be sorry, as a threat. What have you got to say for yourself, Billy? I'm sorry, sir. I promise I won't do it again. 4. Offers and requests. In this case, we can use shall to offer to do something. For example, shall I make a pot of tea? And we can use will to ask someone to do something for us. Will you get some milk while you're out? I'm going to the shop. Great. Will you get some milk while you're there? Sure.